Welcome back. So, the big thing we want to talk about this time is the risk of waiting too long.
Ooh, that could be a dangerous one. That could be expensive.
It could. So, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. The whole process for me was overwhelming. It was stressful, but I also did it during the height of spring market. So, in 23. And I don't need to remind you what the market was like in 23. I was a little busy. I was a little crazy. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But again, thanks to my hairdresser, the gray hairs are gone.
You know, waiting too long is tough for some people. Making that decision on such a big purchase or a big change is often very difficult for people. I'm a person who makes a decision and I go with it right away. I saw my house when I bought it back at the beginning of COVID in 2020, and I settled in 3 weeks. I looked at it, I said, this is it. I'm not going to wait because somebody else is going to snatch this house right up from under me. And I wrote the contract, gave a big deposit, and I was in within 20 days.
That's not me. That's not me at all. So when I was downsizing, I couldn't decide which neighborhood I wanted. I couldn't decide exactly where I want to be. And this is where you can be a little judgy, but I'm okay with it. I looked at 55 houses.
That's 5'5". That's a speed limit.
Yes. It was also the age I was doing all this at too, or close to it.
I didn't say that.
But when I found the house that I wanted, because it had the perfect location, had a big backyard where I can still have privacy, no HOA, that was important to me. And I knew the bones were good. I could live with it until I decided to remodel everything, which, yeah, it's coming. And I put in the offer. I played hardball. And yes, I was under contract the next day. But it was such an overwhelming process. And the reason why I say that is I had to decide where I wanted to spend this next phase of my life. Where did I want to live until my body says I either need assisted living, which hopefully that's not for another 20 years, or am I gonna, or my kid, or I end up retiring, which again is not for a long time. So if you're hearing this, I'm still your realtor. But where am I going to end up when I'm retired or feeble? I don't know. I have no idea. But I knew the risk of waiting too long to do the next step was I wanted to take advantage of the seller's market on my house. That seller's market's done. It's gone. Sorry. Rest in peace, little guy. You were fun 5 years. But the hard part was I was also buying in the same market. So if you're buying and selling in the same market, it kind of neutralizes itself.
Yeah, what you get to do to somebody, they get to do to you.
It's called karma.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and so I didn't like the karma side of buying, but it gave me the life I wanted. And that's the part that I can't emphasize to everyone enough is downsizing doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're gaining the life you want.
Creating more freedom in your life because, you know, like we said, if you're taking care of a home and you're feeling like you're attached to that home, then you're not living the life that's best for you.
Yep. So stay tuned for the next one that's coming out. And we're going to talk about emotional stuff. Girl, I got a lot to unload on you on that one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So be patient.